Oftentimes you will hear things like JP Morgan has been suppressing the price of silver mainly through measures of shorting the metal. You will also hear things like the COMEX market, silver backwardation, possible default, mainly through that of fractional reserve banking, not having enough physical bullion silver for what people want. And what would happen if the COMEX explodes? Yes, recently they stated that it looked like it was going to happen in March. The orders for the end of February was higher than what they had, and maybe this one was going to get resolved, and maybe next month or even later this summer we would have everything work out fine. But at some point, a blowout just seems inevitable. Now, this fantasy chart, and that's all this is a fantasy chart, would span a little over 5 hours. It's a 1 minute candle chart, and this time on the bottom goes from 16:30 to about 22 hours after. That's about a little over 5 hours. Could something like this possibly come into play? I doubt it would happen because consumer confidence numbers were at 4-year lows or something in that nature. No, I don't think it would be because of that. And I don't think it would be because Silver Wheaton had better than expected earnings, and thus silver went much higher. No, I don't think it would play out to anything of that nature. Maybe it's because people are getting out of fiat cash because, well, maybe twice the amount of people that were awake during this period would be from that of today. It's tough to state. I don't know if this is possible. Maybe I'd like to hear what your opinions are. And what would cause something like this? Could it be possible that in one day everything explodes to this magnitude? Or if we get up to 4, 5, 600, will we just slowly stair step our way higher? 4% one day, 6% another, down a couple percent, then up 3, and then just slowly grind our way there until we get there. And maybe I'm crazy about fiat cash and all this hyperinflation, and we just have regular inflation. And well, we'll see 130 maybe by 2100 with regular inflation, maybe 2060. Maybe I'm a crazy kook. I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised if something like this were to happen one day. Now, whether the levels would be from 70 to 140 or 70 to 120, 70 to 180, 90 to 160, 50 to 90, I would only be guessing, as I'm guessing here. And whether it would be a duration of 5 hours or 15 hours or 48 hours or a half hour where something like this would happen, I'm only guessing. And I'm definitely guessing on this time. I just put whatever in using, I would have to say this would be Greenwich time because there is no because. It's all imagination. And maybe I'm a little off the wall to make something like this, but the world seems to be off the wall also with the way a lot of things are going. Anyways, I'd like to hear what you have to say about this. What kind of things would create something like this? Is this complete imagination, complete fantasy that could never happen, or could things even get more wild than this? And what would follow from something like this? Would we be going to 200 the next day? Are we going to be having days where we have $20 down and then $10 up and then another $9 down after this? I think volatility would probably go up a little bit higher than the days that preceded this, and I'd only be certain the volatilities that would happen before this would be higher than it is today. We'll see though. But maybe, like I say, I'm just living in a fantasy dream world. Who knows?